God says your pain is a spiritual cord. The person on the other end is someone you know, and they are holding it right now. They have been pulling on it for years, and you, my child, you have felt the ache deep in your spirit. You have felt the drain. You have felt that constant, low-level hum of anxiety, that feeling that you are running out of time, that you have somehow missed your most important chance. You thought this was just your mind. You thought this was just life. It is not. It is the spiritual echo of this person, this hidden hand, pulling on the cord that is attached directly to your destiny. You are the one, aren't you? You are the one who has to be strong for everyone else. You are the one who checks on your friends, who listens to your family's problems, the one who holds them together. But who checks on you? Who holds you when you feel like you are crumbling into 1,000 pieces? I see you. I see you in those quiet moments, in the car when you are alone between errands, or in the shower when the sound of the water hides your tears. I see you when you finally let the mask fall, when everyone else is asleep, and you look up at the ceiling and you ask, when? When, God? When is it my turn? I am here to tell you, your turn begins now. The cord, this unseen chain that has tethered you to mediocrity and pain, is about to be severed. This is not a promise for next month. This is not a hope for next year. This is a divine event, a spiritual surgery, that is scheduled to take place within the next 19 hours. Before the sun shows its face tomorrow, before the rest of the world has had its coffee, the tension you have lived with for your entire life will snap. And the power, the joy, the peace, the finances that were being drained from you will come flooding back into your life like a tidal wave. This is my promise to you. The scrollers, the doubters, they will swipe past this. They are not ready for this level of release. But you stopped. You felt the truth in my words. If you feel this in your chest, if you feel that pull right now as I speak, I need you to claim this release. This is your first act of taking back your power. Press that like button, not for me, but as a physical act of agreeing with this prophecy. Let it be the first strike of the blade against that cord. Show me you are ready to be free. The person on the other end of this cord, listen to me closely, my child. This is where the truth becomes difficult, but you must hear it. The person holding this cord is someone who shares your blood. It is someone who was meant to protect you, not drain you. This is a family member. It could be a sibling, a parent, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, someone whose jealousy has been a secret poison in your life for decades. They smile to your face. They come to the family gatherings. They even say, I love you. But in their heart, in the secret chambers of their spirit, they resent your light. They resent your strength, your talent, your unbreakable spirit, because it shines a blinding light on their own weakness, on their own choices. This person, my child, spoke words over you when you were too young to defend yourself. They spoke words of failure. They whispered, "You're not good enough," in ways you didn't even understand. They projected their own fears onto you, telling you to be realistic, telling you that you were always going to be second best. And those words, backed by the power of shared blood, created this spiritual cord. They have been feeding on your energy ever since, just to get by. They do not even know the extent of what they are doing, but their jealous spirit does. Their spirit is desperate to keep you small, because if you rise, you leave them behind in the shadow of their own bitterness. Why do you think, every single time you get close to a major breakthrough, something randomly goes wrong? A sudden, unexpected bill arrives in the mail. A strange, out-of-nowhere argument begins with a loved one. A feeling of overwhelming doubt and exhaustion suddenly washes over you, making you give up just before the finish line. That is not random. That is not bad luck. That is them, your own family, pulling on the cord. They feel your energy rising. They feel you getting ready to break free. And they panic. Their spirit panics and pulls you back down, back into the mud with them. But I am here today to declare that their time is over. The authority they held over you is broken. This 19-hour window is not just for your release. It is for their divine exposure. The spiritual light is being turned on in that dark corner, and the mask they have worn for so long is about to fall. How will this happen? You will not have to lift a finger. You will not have to make a single phone call. You will not have to fight, or argue, or defend yourself. My angels are already at work. I have dispatched an angel of truth, an angel of the unveiling, to their doorstep. They are about to make a mistake. They are about to get careless. They will send a text message, a message filled with their true feelings, to the wrong person. They will let your name slip in a conversation with another family member, but this time, they will say too much. They will accidentally reveal the very jealousy, the very bitterness, they have kept hidden for so long. The mask is about to fall, and it will fall publicly, in front of the very people they tried to poison against you. They will be exposed by their own words. And you will be vindicated by your silence. Tonight, before you sleep, I need you to perform a simple ritual. This is your part. This is your physical act of agreement. I need you to find a piece of thread. Any thread will do. It does not matter the color, it does not matter the thickness. Find a piece of string or thread. Hold it tight in your hands. I want you to feel it. This represents the cord. Say these words aloud, let the vibrations fill your room. The cord I did not create, I will not carry. The power that was stolen, I now recall. The pull on my life is broken. I release the pull. I recall my power. By the will of God, it is done. After you speak these words, I want you to take a pair of scissors. Do not break the thread with your hands. You must cut it. Let the sharp sound of the cut be a declaration of your freedom. Then, take the two pieces of thread and place them in a simple cup of water. Just tap water is fine. Leave this cup by your window. Leave it overnight. This is your physical signal to the angelic realm. This is you telling heaven that you consent to this divine reversal. The moment you cut that thread, the exposure I spoke of is accelerated. The phone call is being dialed. The text message is being typed. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning, the first crack in their false front will have appeared. The truth will begin to unravel, and you will be free. Wait. Stop. Pause this video if you have to. What I just told you is the truth, but it is not the whole truth. I was about to move on, but I am being shown something else. A deeper layer. A more urgent truth that is being revealed right now, just for those of you who have made it to this exact moment. The scrollers are long gone. The doubters have clicked away. This secret is only for you, the one who is truly chosen for this breakthrough. What I told you about the ritual is correct, but there is a missing piece. Listen to me. Look at your hands right now. Just stop and look at them. Look at the lines on your palms. They tell a story of struggle, yes. They tell a story of working hard, of holding on when others would have let go. But those hands were also shaped for a reason. They were shaped to receive a blessing that was stolen from you, and they were shaped to perform this final act of release. Now, take one of those hands. Take your right hand, and put it on the back of your neck. Right now. Feel that spot at the base of your skull, where your spine meets your head. That is where the cord is truly attached. You have felt an ache there for years, haven't you? A deep, burning tension you thought was just stress from work or life. It is not stress. It is the anchor point. It is the spiritual anchor of this parasitic cord. And here is the secret, the truth within the truth, the person I spoke of, the family member, they are not acting alone. They are a puppet. They are only the pipeline for the poison. There is someone else, someone outside the family, who planted that jealousy in their heart years ago. Think back. A friend of the family. An old neighbor. Someone who always smiled too sweetly. Someone who gave this relative the poison of comparison, who whispered things like, "Isn't it a shame you didn't get the talent that, your name, did?" This second person, this hidden source, is the true enemy. The cord goes from you, to your family member. And then directly to this original source of darkness. This changes everything. This means your ritual is not just about cutting off a jealous relative. You are about to cut off the source. You are about to cut the head off the snake. And this source, this master manipulator, will feel it instantly. The moment you cut that thread, they will panic. They will feel their power supply cut off. They will immediately try to reattach. They will call your family member, stirring up trouble, creating a false emergency, a sudden drama designed to distract you, to pull you back into fear, to stop you from completing your release. You have a new deadline. You must complete this ritual before 3 a.m. That is the hour of spiritual silence. Between now and 3 a.m., you must cut the cord. You are still here. You are still listening. This means you were meant to know the full truth. The others who left, they will perform the simple ritual, and they will get a partial release. They will cut the cord to the family member. But the source will simply find another way, another person, to attach to them. But you are getting a complete and total cleansing. You are getting a permanent freedom. Because you had the faith to stay and receive the secret. Now, that pain in your neck, that ache you've always dismissed, it is not a curse. It is a sign. It is the sign that you have found the anchor. When you perform the ritual before 3 a.m., listen. Be very still and listen. You will hear a sudden noise in your home. It might be a small pop from the kitchen. It might be a creak in the floorboards. It might be a single, distinct tap on your window. Do not be afraid. That is the sound of the anchor breaking free from your spirit. That is the sound of the cord dissolving into nothing. Then, in the next 19 hours, you will see a specific number combination. I want you to watch for it. You will see 441. It will appear on a clock. It will be on a license plate in front of you. It will be the total on a receipt. It will be the likes on a comment. For 41, this is your angel, your divine messenger, sending you a personal confirmation. It means, 4, the foundation is stable. 4, the work is complete. 1, the new beginning has started. It is the sign that the cord is severed, and the source has been permanently blinded to you. They can never attach to you again. This is your moment of power. You have the secret knowledge. Go to the comments right now, while this energy is high, and type 441. The source is cut. This is not just typing words. This is a digital prayer. This is a declaration of war against the darkness. You are using this technology to seal the victory in the unseen realm. Type 441. The source is cut. Because you know this secret, because you know about the source, the divine reversal will be twice as powerful. It will be faster. It will be total. When the family member is exposed, as I promised, they will not just be confused or ashamed. They will be filled with a righteous anger, not at you, but at the source who manipulated them. The puppet will cut its own strings. The person who was used as a pipeline against you will suddenly see the truth. They will see how they were played. And the two people, the source and the pipeline, who had been united in their secret jealousy of you, will now be caught in their own trap. They will begin to expose each other. The darkness will turn on itself. And you, my child, you will be completely free. You will watch from a distance as the entire network of negativity that was aimed at you collapses under its own weight. And what happens then? What happens when that cord is finally, permanently cut? The energy, the luck, the peace, the clarity that was being siphoned from you for decades, it all returns. It does not trickle back in. It will rush back into you like a flood. Sleep, which has been restless for you, will suddenly become deep and restful. You will wake up feeling alive, feeling light, for the first time in years. That brain fog, that confusion you've been living with, it will lift. The opportunity that just missed you last month, the one that broke your heart, will suddenly reappear, but in a better, bigger form. The money you thought was lost, the debt you thought you could never pay, will be handled. Either the money will be returned to you in a shocking way, or a new, larger sum will arrive from a source you never expected. Your entire spiritual atmosphere will change. People will notice. They will say, "You look different. What changed?" And you will know, it was the moment you cut the cord. This is not a story. This is real. Just last Tuesday, a man in Ohio, David, was watching a message just like this. He felt that same pull, that same ache. He was always broke, no matter how hard he worked. He always felt one step behind. He knew, he just knew, his older brother was the cord. But then he stayed. He heard the secret part. And he realized it wasn't just his brother. It was his brother's ex-wife, a woman who had been out of the family for 10 years, but who still called his brother, still poisoned his mind against David. She was the source. David felt the truth of it in his bones. He was skeptical, but he was desperate. He did the ritual at 2:30 a.m. He held the thread, he cut it, he put it in the water. He said he felt a jolt in his neck, just like I said. The next day, his brother called him, weeping. He apologized for years of bitterness, and then he said, "My ex-wife called me last night, talking crazy, and I finally realized, she's been playing me all these years." The puppet cut his own strings. That was Thursday. On Friday, David's boss, who had never given him the time of day, called him into his office and gave him a promotion and a raise he had been passed over for 3 times. The blockage was gone. The cord was cut. Do you understand me? It is your turn now. There is someone in your life, right now, who needs to hear this exact message. Their name is already in your mind. You thought of them when I spoke of the person who checks on everyone else. They also feel this pull. They also feel this drain. The third person who pops into your mind when you think of the word pain is the one you must send this to. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. You may be the only angel I can use to reach them. You may be the only one who can help them cut their own cord before their timeline expires. This is your final mission for today. Now, listen. This message is layered. There are truths in the beginning that you can only understand now that you know the secret. Go back. Watch this video again from the very start. The 19-hour timeline I mentioned, the words I used, they will strike you in a completely different way. You will hear the code you missed the first time. Something you missed will unlock the final piece of your understanding. The angels are waiting. The water is ready. The thread is ready. The scissors are ready. The deadline is 3 a.m. Your new life is on the other side of this one simple act of faith. Type Amen to join the thousands of others who are cutting the cord tonight. Type Amen to declare your victory. You are free.